All right, I'm back and I see we got Q in the house. Aisha's back with us. Amita. All right, let's get to it. So this is a Father's Day design. I think I saw a few people ask for this, and I've had this file for a few years. So we're going to show you how to edit it. And this one is an easy one. So what I'm going to do, this one's going to be just probably one, unless we come up with some cool variations. This will probably just be a single keep it simple sublimator template. Kiss, keep it simple. Shannon, keep it simple sublimator. The expression that my dad said they used to use in the Army was keep it simple, stupid. But we know that we're far from that. So he just used it for me because I would overcomplicate everything. Rona, you know what I'm talking about. We like to overthink stuff, right? So keep it simple sublimator. This is our new series of templates that will be beginner friendly and beginner catapults. I'm not even going to say crutches. It's going to catapult you into the next level of Photoshop, okay? So let's get into it. What I want you all to do, offer me suggestions in the comments. If I use your suggestion, then you're going to get the template for the free ski, okay? Y'all ready? Okay, well, I'm going to show you one of the very simple things that you can do to change this template, and that is you can drag in an image and clip it into the text here. Let me show you how that's going to go. I'm going to double click on the effects here and tell it I want to. 1, 2, 3, 4. So, you know, a lot of dads are in the camo. This is an example of the design where it already has some camo there clipped into the image. And I think I'm going to take this, I'm going to copy that layer style and then paste it here. That way I have like a black kind of gradient that fades up. It breaks up that camo a little bit. So, bam. First design done. All right. Now, let's say you want to change the pattern. Give me an example of a pattern that you would like to see in this design and go. Whatever it is. You don't have to send me a photo of it. Just give me an idea. Put a description for it. If I use your idea, then you will get this template for the free ski. Jordan, that's definitely a good one. However, if you're doing this for personal use, which most of you are, you're doing this for personal use because, you know, it's Father's Day, you're making this a Father's Day gift. So we'll go with the idea that you're doing this as a personal Father's Day gift, correct? Are you with me? Are we on the very same page? We're not going to sell this with Jordan, or we're not going to sell this with the sports team on it. Okay. So, good. Yes. See, I'm getting confirmation in the comments that y'all know what I'm talking about. All right. So I feel comfortable now showing you how to do this with Jordan or, so let's see, look what you want to do, the Jordan Jumpman. And let's see if we can find a Jordan Jumpman. Let's see if we can find a print. Why not? No, we can't find a print. Then guess what? If we can't find it, we'll make it. So let's just find our Jumpman. You get all into the process right now. And let's see if we can just find an SVG real quick. Yeah. Let's grab that image. It's probably not an SVG, but we'll right click. Let's save image as. Whatever it is, we'll work with it. All right, so I saved that image. I'm going to drag it into my artboard here. And let's see how fuzzy this thing is. We're going to use it, but you know me, I'm into vector and stuff. As a matter of fact, right click, open with Adobe Illustrator. If I'm going to show you how to do it, I'm going to show you how to do it right. So we're vectoring this for dad, for personal use dad, right? All right, so let's go ahead and vector it. You probably have other software that you can vector with outside of Illustrator, or you may have Illustrator. I'm just going to do a quick trace because I would rather have a clean quality element if I'm going to bring it in. And I have Illustrator and Photoshop and recording open, so y'all hear my computer whining and complaining. So let's go ahead and get out of this. So we're going to do an image trace real quick and see how rough that is. I'm going to do an advance and bring up my corners and my paths so I can get as much as I need right there. You can also change the threshold. And I'm sure there's some SVGs out there that exist. So if you have them, you found them, fine. I'm just showing you what I would do if I was in design mode and I'm ready to go and I'm not spending a lot of time trying to find anything. As a matter of fact, let me see one time. I guess his elbow is kind of like that. Thought I was just seeing stuff. And I'm going to bring down the noise because I want the noise. I want all the little bumps to go with it because I want it to look, if I'm giving this to dad, I want this to look as authentic for dad as possible. All right, so now I can go ahead and I'm going to tell this I want to ignore the white because I don't need the white. I'm just going to expand it. And now I have me a good little vector. So Control C. I'm going to copy that vector, and then when I go into my artboard here for Photoshop, when I do Control V to paste, instead of pasting it as pixels, I'm going to paste it as a smart object. That means it is vector, it will forever be vector, and it is editable if I am to click. So I double clicked on it, and guess what I'm going to do? Go ahead and make a pattern. Now let me show you how to do this in Photoshop because some of you may not have Illustrator. So I'm not going to spend this video showing you Illustrator. I want to let you know that this is something that you could have literally done without going into a vector-based program. Do you want to save changes? Nah. Clear the clipboard. So the other thing I could have done is I just could have used my magic wand tool, got the white background and deleted it out. But I want to make sure that you all could see the process of creating the quality. So let's say I'm going to create like a little pattern here because I didn't find one, it didn't exist, so we're going to make it. And I'm going to kind of like arbitrarily place these graphics because I don't want to just do them straight up and down. I'm going to kind of create a diagonal pattern, if you will. And I'm just right clicking, selecting my objects, and I think this little three-peat pattern works for me. I'm going to select all three of these and then Alt, click and drag. And as a matter of fact, I should do them in 4s. You see, is that 3 working for me? Control Z. Let me just do these 2. Right click, select the one. I'm going to hold down Shift, right click, select the second one. And right click, select the vector smart object, Shift, right click, select the other vector smart object. I'm going to Alt click and drag. There we go. And we get rid of that other one. So now I kind of have a semi-pattern going on. So I'm going to select all 4 of these again, Alt, click and drag, and what's happening is I'm duplicating. There we go, and Alt, click and drag one more time. Got me a little something going on here. Now I can take all of these, and I'm going to group them, Control G. I put them in a group. And I extended past the image here because I want to make sure if I'm going to clip this into the word dad that I have everything covered there. Now I'll take this group, Alt, click and drag, and I'm going to pull this over. And I'm not being exact about creating this pattern. So now that I have a good little section here, I'm going to take all of these Alt click and drag. Do you get the gist of what I'm doing here? I'm creating a little section and then I'm just duplicating it and moving it over. That works for me. I can take all of those groups and group them. And as a matter of fact, I'm going to right click and turn this into a smart object, convert to smart object so it looks like a single layer. And I'll go ahead and turn off my camo there. And let's do a color overlay. So let's say right now, well, we have a gradient overlay. It's basically going from black to transparent. I'm going to add a color overlay, and let's do, what color do you want to do for your Jordan? Purple. Oh, the new fours. So you put me up on game right now. Let me see, what are the new fours? Let's research. Jordan fours. Are they retros? Because the breads are red and black. Let me see. Oh, the ones that are coming out that have like the all, like everything's white except for this little purple part. Are those the ones? Retro 4. Yep, Retro 4. All right, so let's check out some images and let's try to match it a little bit. And this is a metallic purple, so we can make it kind of look metallic. What I'm looking for is a good source image, because as you can see, these purples, even in this two areas here, look totally different. So, and also it's a metallic color, so metallics are automatically going to be different colors. So we'll click on that image. It looks like a high resolution image, and it looks like we have a few sources for the color. But that purple, it looks really dark, but I know if I pick from this color here, perfect. I'll pick the color from the tongue. Right click, save image as. I'm going to go ahead and save it and drag it into our image here. Oh, of course I have to be out of this right now. So I'm going to come on top of the print here and let's drag that image into our Photoshop. Now we have a resource for our color. I'm going to pull it to the bottom because we're just using it as a source. Just control minus to zoom out a little bit so I can see the color there. Now, when you do screen colors, it is not exact. As a matter of fact, it's the opposite of exact. It's a good, sometimes a poor guess, sometimes a good guess. But we're going to roll with what we have because that's what we have. So let's say that we're going to do the Jumpman in white. So we'll do a color overlay in the white. And this is going to be a design where it's really only two colors. So there's white. We'll drag it below this camo hunting layer so that it clips inside of there. And then let me change my effect so that we'll see it. Oh, it's on there. There we go. Looks good. Okay, so that goes in there, and then you may or may not want the print in the word dad too. If you did, all you're gonna do is alt click and drag it below the camo hunting, and then there you go. So now if there was a print already, this would have been as easy as saving the print and clipping it in there. But it wasn't. So I just showed you how to make a keep it simple sublimator template. Not so simple. Hence why I always have to be reminded to keep it simple. All right, so as far as the color goes, if I want to do a color overlay here, let me go to my effects and let's do a color overlay. Right now, white is selected. I'm going to select that white swatch and I'm coming over here to my shoe And I'm holding down my mouse button while I select a purple here. And when I get to a purple that makes me happy, I'll stop. Purple makes me happy. Of course it went to another purple. It's really hard to get this purple too. This and those like grapes and stuff. Purple's a hard color to pick the right version of it. Hence why I use gradients a lot. And I want a purple that doesn't look too blue either. So I'm going to go with that one. It's a little more vibrant, but it looks more like purple. So I'm going to go to OK, and we're good here. Now all of a sudden we don't see the print. So I have to make sure that blend clip layers as group is turned off so I can see that. And for our gradient overlay, we have this black kind of coming through. And it's normally because the color overlay is on top of the gradient overlay, I'm not going to get what I'm looking for. And I can't make it go below it. So I'm going to take the gradient overlay. And I'm just going to fade it to purple. Oh, there my gradients come in handy. So now I can choose a lighter purple or a brighter purple, and it fades from black to that purple, so I'm safe. So all of one of these colors ought to be the purple that I need, right? I'm telling y'all, that's why I work with gradients all the time. It is a lifesaver. All right, so let's say okay there. And then I can copy this layer style from the DAD, and I will paste, or from the silhouette image, and I'll paste it onto the folder that has the D, the A, the D. Paste it. And now that kind of matches. Now you can take the gradient overlay off and just let the background be black. So I'm gonna let you have that. See how that works for you. So we just created a Jordan template. Real easy, real fast. That's done. And then I'm gonna do one more variation because this one is just gonna be a single file because I'm not gonna show you how to do anything but change the fill out, change the color. You don't even have to change the words in this. That's how simple this one's going to be. Oh, yes, African print. I love that. I love that. Okay, so bam. I didn't even look. Amita, you gonna have the full deck of templates tonight. Okay, so I love that idea, and I'm gonna go with that. But this one, I'm going to really show you how to keep it simple, and we're not going to create a template. We're not going to do anything crazy. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and find us a little print right now. Let's look at some fabric. I would like a unique kind of fabric. We know the traditional kente that we see, but let's choose something different. Let's make it stand out a little bit. I like that. I'm going to go with it. Let's save image as. We'll save it. And we'll drag this in to the Photoshop file. We'll just drag and drop it. Now, something may happen. You see when I dragged and drop it, I lose my clipping mask. If that happened, I'm just going to right click and go to create clipping mask, and bam, everything's back in order. So now we have the Jordan and the African print kind of combo there, collaboration. So we're going to turn off, well, I mean, honestly, you can mix and match your fabrics and your patterns. It's not a bad idea. So let me turn off Jordan, and you can keep the background without the pattern, or you can drag that pattern and drop it. Bam, easy, done. I like that idea though. Yes, I mean, it's coming through. Okay. All right, I like that idea, and we're done. Now we are done with the Keep It Simple sublimator right now, and I want to show you let's say that's it. I want to just make sure everything's cleaned up. So you have your text here. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and group this. And then I'm going to call this the top text. You don't have to touch it at all, unless you just want to change those fonts. That's your business. You can also download the fonts that are in this template. And in order to know the fonts, buy the template. All right, so let's just kind of go through. Y'all, this is kind of cool. This is actually heartwarming. Y'all, if you know me and you're new to my channel, know that I am a daddy's girl. My dad passed away 10 years ago as of May 10th. And I'm a huge daddy's girl. I'm always quoting him in my videos. So all this stuff like really gets to me. So he is my spirit guide, my best friend, and the one that could get on my nerves the most too. Isn't that how it usually goes? I appreciate that, Aisha. And it took me a little while to realize that the things that you learn in life and the way that you honor the people who have sacrificed for you in life come through in the things that you do and the way that you give. So I am the person that I am because of him. He, single dad, raised us since I was 4 and my brother was 2. There's a single black dad. And we looking like little Hispanic babies that most of the time he getting side-eye looks like, why does he have us? Yeah, and he did it all. From art, teaching us art, to giving us pretty much every form of discipline that we could. Martial arts, airbrush, sketching. He's the one that got me into doing digital art. We started a business right before, Nate started right before he passed. So this was his legacy. And that's why to this day, I won't give it up. I don't care. I literally have a PhD, y'all. So those of you that don't know, but I won't give it up. This thing for whatever accolades. So y'all are helping me build this legacy. I want y'all to know, like, this is really, this is touching. Y'all are helping me build his legacy, which was really important to him and is really important to me. Oh, thank y'all. So round of applause, Daddy. Oh, he loved attention too. So I'm sure he's eating this up right now. And I'm sure he's watching this right at this moment, trying to see all the ladies that's giving him this praise. All right. So once again, the ladies' man, he's getting his attention. All right, so I'm just letting you know how you can edit this template here before I get to crying on the screen and stuff. Y'all don't make me do it. But real simple. Y'all got this. I have 3 prints on here right now. You have the color option. You don't even have to throw prints in there. You can do straight up color. Look at that. We're fading from the purple to the black. Then you have your options where you can throw that in there, and let's say you want to change the opacity. Well, let's change the opacity, not the fill. Change the opacity. Bam. Then you got like a little flare of the Jordan symbol, but not like a full out in your face. Okay? So y'all got that. And then one more thing. Of course, I said I was going to keep it simple, and this isn't necessarily complicating it. Y'all got me rubbing my eyes. I done rub my contact out right now. All right. So let's say we did want to put a photo in this, right? Because of course it wouldn't be me if it was a little not so simple. So let's do this. Bring this. Do we have anything locked right now? Oh, it says program error. More than likely, I got too much going on. So let me save this. Let me save all of this hard work. And somebody send me a photo to the website. A photo with the dad photo. Because I'm feeling real sentimental right now. So I'm going to do one more giveaway. And hopefully it's a photo of dad with the kids. I would love to see that. And here's another thing. If you don't have like dad and have a son and a daughter and you want to do something like a daughter's first love, you could also a daughter's first love and a daughter's first hero. You can change those words up top. Now, of course, it'd be a little harder to change the graphic here, but that would even be possible if you wanted to do just, you know, like dad and son or dad and daughter. That's possible. Let's see if I can make that work for y'all. We'll do a layer mask onto the dad. And I'm showing you how to do this. You're going to have to do this yourself, though. So let's say if we wanted dad and just son, I'm going to just come in here and I'm going to make sure this hand crops off. And I'm going to take my black paintbrush. We could do a fill too. We can do the fill bucket. And black's going to conceal, right? So I'm going to bring black to the forefront. I'm on this layer mask. Bam. And I cut a little too close to this. So I'm cutting off some of my graphic here too. Some of my image. And then what I'm going to do so that this is not, I'm going to make it to where it's not vector. So you all can change this. I got in a little too close there. Control D to deselect. There we go. On that layer mask, I can paint now. And then the, I don't know why I'm doing this with a small brush. Let's go ahead and make this easy and get it over with. And I'm going to double click on my effects, and I want this drop shadow to follow the new shape. So it's one of these. I'm going to have to turn off this one. So layer mask hides effect. The layer mask does not hide the effect now. So when I cut off part of my image, this effect is going to flow around what it believes to be there, even though she's still there. I haven't done anything to her, but add a layer mask. She's still there. So what I'll do is right click and disable the layer mask, and all of a sudden she's there again. So I'll leave this one on just so it'll be a reminder of how to cut out, but you can do the same thing to the boy on the other side, okay? But I'm not going to do it for you because then it'll make the layers, it'll make the file have too many layers and it'll be too confusing. So I'm doing it for the sake of showing you how to do it. All right, and there's another variation. Let's enable. And then you don't have to put a son's first hero or a daughter's first love. You have your text up there, turn it off, and you can put whatever you want up there. So let me check my email here. I rubbed my contacts out, so hopefully I can even see your emails right now. Anybody sent me a photo with Dad? Amita, you are winning tonight. Oh, this is a gorgeous photo. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Of Dad and his girls. Oh, look at the daddy girls. Well, it is settled. I'm going to save this image and bring it in. So you can even take out the silhouette and you can just put your image in there. Let me show you how you might do that. So I'll show you two variations now. One, we're going to drop a photo behind this and use this as our setup. And let's do Control D so we can get rid of that deselect there. And let's go ahead and add our little girl back. We'll disable that layer mask. And this one might be fitting if I show you how to take the little boy off, because we have all girls here. So let's go ahead and do a remove BG. Bam. And let's drag our image from the folder, wherever you saved it, straight into remove BG. And let's make sure I'm logged in so I can get my high resolution image. I'm logged in. My drag and drop isn't working right now, so we'll go with the old-fashioned way of just uploading it. Beautiful. And we got a little bit of green down there, but we'll see if we even need this part of the image. I'm going to download it full resolution, so you'll also get your image cut out for free, Amita. All right, so that's one, and then the other one. Oh, why it's not letting me drag and drop? I think I'm using up too many resources, and the same reason why Photoshop is tripping is a reason why I can't do my drag and drops right now. Beautiful, beautiful. And I have a little bit of extraneous stuff up here, but I can clean that up. Now you can edit this straight up in this remove BG. If you have a tablet or something where you have a stylus, it's going to be much easier for you. I'm going to zoom in here. I'm just going to remove that little bit right there. Go to erase and restore, and of course we're going to go to erase. And I can make this bigger or smaller depending on what I need to get rid of. And I think we're good. Let's download. Save that. Let's go into our Photoshop file now, and hopefully I can at least drag it in from the folder. So I'm going to drag in 2 different images. Let's make sure I'm at the very top of the folder for right now. So when I drag them in, it doesn't disrupt any of my layers. Yep, that's Photoshop messing with my drag and drop. So you can also file, and you can place embedded. Don't place link, just place embedded, unless you're placing a file that you want to be able to change out. Let's do folder here. We're going to go ahead and select both. Now, when you do place, you can only place one file at a time. Look at that. Isn't that just gorgeous already? And there's no need for the silhouette when you have that, right? Come on. This beats a silhouette all day. Now what we can do is we can right click on the silhouette, and we can copy the layer style from the silhouette, and then we can put our photo right in that place, and then you can paste the layer style, and of course we'll take off that gradient overlay, and see there's still a little something up there. We can clean it up. Let's group this so that we can do a layer mask, because y'all know how I feel about stuff being cut off at the bottom. Y'all know I don't do it. So the reason why I'm grouping it before I do a layer mask is because if I fade it off at the bottom, it's still going to try to give me those lines around my fade off. I don't want that. I want it to fade the lines off. I wanted to fade the shadow off. So I did Control G, go ahead and group it, create you a new layer mask. Let's grab our gradient tool, and I'm going to start from the inside me, shift and drag it up. Oops. I'm going to Control C, undo that. I did not make sure that my old Photoshop used to automatically go to the black to white or black to transparent. The new one saves the last gradient that you worked with. So I don't know, I'm sure there's a setting I can change to make it go back. Let's go shift that up. You see how that fades that off? And we can go ahead and turn off the silhouette there. Y'all look, that is like a custom graphic. And we can go ahead and put that African fabric back as the foreground. Oh, come on now. Look what y'all just helped come up with. Do y'all see this? This is what y'all came up with. This isn't me. This is you. All right, let me go ahead and close out of this window. Let me do a little saving here, a little savage, just in case. All right. So I'm going to turn off the silhouette. So we have that option. And I'm going to clean up. See that little piece that's up there? The beautiful thing about having a smart object is you can double click on it. It's going to open it up in a new window and you don't see anything there right now, right? It's something there. But let me tell you, I guarantee you there is something there. So I'm just going to guess about where it is. Hit delete, clean that up. Yes, I'm going to save that and it will update into my smart object and bim-yow, there we go. All right, and then I might fade this off a little. You know what, I kind of like it coming beyond the letters there. Yo, and she has on orange already, and y'all have on like the neutrals and the green tones and stuff. Tell me that didn't just work out. And let's say you know want a little more vibrancy, you can always kick those colors up, but I think it looks really good as is. I'm proud of that. And it was a keep it simple sublimator. I'm telling you, these little keep it simple templates are going to be powerful for you. Okay. Now I do have to tell you, templates. Yeah, I have to like remind y'all every session. Templates, any variation of the template is not to be sold as far as transfers or shared as far as graphic files. So if you do decide to do transfers of templates, please don't use my template as a base. I'm letting you all know that out the rip. It says that in every download that you download. However, that has not exactly been honored. So I'm making sure that I say it on every video now. Okay, and I'm also putting it as a disclaimer. When you open a file, bam, it's going to be a big old in your face. Don't use this for stickers, for templates, like making your own templates. Even sending PNGs is not allowed. If you're going to do that, just create it from scratch. Okay? All right, so this one's good to go, and I think we have one more photo. Let me show you how that one would go. Since I can't drag and drop it right now, let's go to File, Place, Embedded. I like when I run into issues and have to show y'all how we have to do what we have to do. All right, so same thing here. Well, let's do a different variation here. Let's say, I'm going to show y'all, if we were going to do a photo in the background. So now we're going to take our photo off of the foreground. And it's in a group. Where is it? Oh, here it is. So we'll call this photo foreground. I'm going to keep it simple so y'all know what it is. That's a photo foreground. We're going to take that out now. Now we're going to have a photo in the background. I'm going to group this and call this group photo background. We're going to fade it off just the same. Add a layer mask. Grab this gradient here. Start from the inside beat of the photo and fade it off. Now this time we want to use the silhouette. So now we're doing a combo. We got the silhouette and we have the photo. And in this case, I probably, and I'm just going to go ahead and do this. Let's bring photo foreground. Matter of fact, let's grab everything except for the photo background. And I'm just going to nudge it down a little bit. It's not working because I think I'm using too many resources. So it's not letting me move it. So when you get the template, this will be moved down a little bit because I don't like how much it's covering up of the photo. And we have a 13 by 19 sheet to work with, so you know, you have something there. So let's stick with our vector here. And now I'm going to delete that layer mask because we're going to create a new layer mask that's going to be over the sun. So let's do new layer mask. It's fresh and clean. I'm going to go in with my polygon lasso, and I'm only focusing on the purple right now. So I'm going to make it look like his hand just kind of ends right there. And this time we will mask out the boy instead of the girl. So we're using the black here, and I have a soft brush, that's why it's doing a little weird way of erasing. But even with a soft brush, we can accomplish what we needed to. And that is that. Now let's say we want to change your color, or this time let's put the fabric back on. There we go. Deselect. Make sure everything's cleaned up. And now this time you may just want to put some text here. And let's find where it said a daughter's first love. I'm going to take those two. So this is something else you can do if you don't need to recreate everything. I'm taking these two pieces of text, and I'm going to Alt, click and drag. That means I'm making a copy there. And because I don't have the sun there, I can take the top text off, and now I can make this my focal text. And you know how I am about layering things and making it look all fancy. So a daughter's first, we'll do a color overlay. And let's pick the less common color, or least common color here. Let's pick the green. All right, let's do a stroke. And let's do the stroke of black there. And then love, maybe we leave that black. But if you don't want to leave it black, and you want to be a little extra, we can do a stroke to this one too. And maybe let's choose the orange. Drop shadow much? Like I kill these drop shadows. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for y'all that I kill these drop shadows. I don't know what to do with flat text. And you know what? To be honest, flat text looks really good most of the time over, you know, the more dynamic text. But I just have this thing for overdoing it. Y'all know me. So let's, you know, we'll still call this a Keep It Simple Sublimator template because you won't have to do all this. This is already going to be done for you. So let's add a little drop to the shadow. Shadow to the drop. There we go. And then you can feel free to change these colors out. Okay. And then let's say because I can't really move this around, I don't feel comfortable with that looking so overpowered. So I'm just going to reduce the size of my photo here. That way I feel more confident that our photo works with our 13 by 19 design. And then we've used up this whole space. We made it look good. Bam. Done. Let me see what y'all think. I'm going to try to see what y'all think because I am working without glasses or contacts right now. All right. So that's it. I told y'all like 20 minutes ago that was it. And then I saw beautiful photos of father-daughter combinations and I couldn't help myself. So like the head, here it goes. We're going to go through what we did. So we're going to recap right now, okay? Recap. Let us collapse a little bit so you can see what all layers you have in this file. This is just going to be one file because we have a few things going on, but this is not a crazy complicated file, okay? So we'll start with the latest variation, and let me go ahead while I'm doing this. This is a great idea to go ahead and export these thumbnails for y'all. So I'm going to go ahead and, just like if you're proofing, only give them 500 in the largest directions because people will take your work, duplicate it, and yeah, it'll happen. So we'll save this 500 pixels. Uh-oh, I forgot I already had a version. So I need to put like a 1 or something at the end. Put a 3 because I think I have a 1 and a 2. All right, so we'll turn, that one's 3. So we'll turn the photo background off. And now our other photo variation is with photo in the front. Turn off the silhouette. And we can even keep the words "A Daughter's First Love" if you want to. So let's go ahead and file, export, save for web. I like this new process. I mean, it keeps me a little longer, you know, but I like our process right now. We're creative. We're co-creating. Oh, that's what we have to brand these sessions. Co-creation. Sorry. I'm getting all excited over here. My throat's doing some weird stuff. I think I'm just tired. All right, save. And this one, let's see, we did the last one is 3 maybe. So this one we'll do -4. This is beautiful, y'all. I'm really happy. This is really like tickling my fancy right now. All right, so that's variation number 2. We did a photo in the foreground. Try it out. Variation number 3. Let's go ahead. We'll take off these words, put our top text back on, or you know what, we'll do variation number 3. We'll just do like dad and daughter with the silhouette. And if you're getting this template, you'll be able to change all this stuff. I'm not sending y'all PNGs, like literally I'm giving you this template for helping me out tonight. Let's do the Jordan one. So you have the purple and the black and the white. And we'll do the same thing to the dad. We'll take off the African print, put on the gradient, or you can leave your background just plain old black and white. And we can copy the layer style from here. We did opacity 25%. So we'll do opacity 25% in the background. Paste that layer style, bam. And for this one, let's go ahead and let's do both kids. Let's disable the layer mask. We're not going to delete it. Okay. Perfect. So, and if you wanted to, do we still have the picture of the sneakers there? Bam. It'll kind of look like, hey, if that's on his shirt, and that's on his feet. Now you might want to pull the purple because it doesn't really have any black in it. I just like using black because black kind of grounds images a lot. So I'll turn the gradient on there. Then that way we get a little bit of that black. All right, so we'll go ahead and file. Now, I'm trying to see. I can save this one. You know what? I can share it in the group, but I won't be able to put this on the website because I don't want them folks after me. But let's save it for the web, and then that way I can share it with you all to give you all ideas to do your personal, hint, hint, personal projects. All right, so that one's down for the count. And then what I'll do for my one that I'll do for the website, because I can't put the symbol one on there. Dash, I don't even know what number I'm at right now. Let's select the last one, -4. Now it'll be -5. So I'm going to take the print, turn off the print. I'm going to put our African print back on. And let's see if I can make the purple show through. with using the African print. Darker color, lighten, screen, color dodge. I was trying to show you a way where you can just use a color and basically recolor whatever pattern you have in there. There we go. Luminosity works. Okay, so maybe that's how we can kind of give the idea that you can use a print without using the Jordan symbol. Yeah. I'll leave it like real faint, like bam, you don't know that he's in there. Here we go. I'm going a little rogue, but it's barely visible. All right, so I'm doing that for my mock-up. We'll export, save for web, 500 pixels in the largest direction. Save that. All right, and then of course our original that we had, we'll go ahead and we'll turn off all of the fill. I think I did original camo. I already have that one saved, so no biggie there. I just want to show y'all that that is one of the variations. We'll turn off the sneakers there. So that's a variation, and of course I forgot to put the text on top. So we have that there. And then the most simplest of all of these variations is, let's say you don't want to do any fill, any pattern fills. Let's turn all the patterns off. And we'll even turn the gradients off. Make it just simple as simple can be. Turn that gradient off. And bam. Now I will have to put a color overlay on this one because that black for the vector is not the same black that we want to work with. So I'm going to bring it all the way to my 6 zeros for my hex. And there we go. So that's the most simple version of it. And even that is still, still some flair. It's not just a flat image. You can take off the stroke, you can take off the drop shadow, and do the same thing for the word there. And oh yeah, I had the stroke on there for a reason. Put that stroke back on there. That way it gives us a little something to cut out. But you even have that version. You know what? I may make this a cuttable file so that nobody has to steal the file because they want it as a cuttable file. So in this case, I'll save this version too. So this would be something that folks can cut out with glitter or whatever vinyl materials. I'll do that just to keep people from taking the file and doing crazy stuff with it. Right? And by crazy stuff, I mean stealing it. All right. All right, love. So I think that's it. I was going to do one more template, which is a graduation template, which I don't know if all the graduations are over yet or what. So I don't know if y'all still want, well, no, they can't be because I have a few requests to do graduation designs. So I'm going to do that tomorrow. Tomorrow I will knock out all my graduation designs, and I have a keep it simple sublimator template for graduation. And I think y'all will like that. So there we go. Back to the basics. I'm going to go ahead and turn on the good stuff for you. So I'll turn on a pattern. I like that pattern. Turn on back on my drop shadows. And my stroke. There we go. And then that way I'll leave it to where you see what it looks like with a pattern and see what it looks like without a pattern. And there she goes. It's done. So for those of you who helped me with the last session and this session, I told you I was giving you a free template because I used either your idea or your photo. Make sure that you message Erica. Erica is Kane in the group. She also has her own group, New blinger slinging, and they teach you how to do the rhinestones. So if you're interested in that, definitely join that group. It's a Facebook group and a YouTube channel. But E helps me out with this group. She helps manage the chaos that is my mind. So you can trust that the artist's mind is sometimes a little unorganized, that she helps me kind of keep it together, okay? So message her and I will give her the code and she'll verify like, hey, which one was yours, and she'll give you the code so you can check out and get this template for free, okay? So I should have these available for you all mañana, tomorrow, probably in the morning. And by tomorrow, I might mean today because it's 12 a.m. already. Okay? Y'all have any questions while y'all have me here? While I'm squinting and I can barely see? Let's see. Okay, so we're not done with graduation yet. Awesome, awesome. So that means we'll still be putting out graduation stuff in. Oh yeah, we'll have some ideas for you tomorrow, maybe then. Hey, who knows? You keep throwing those beautiful pictures out there, you might get another template tomorrow. I appreciate you. And Asia, you're welcome. You're welcome, dear. Oh yeah, I'm sleeping. You know what I do is I sleep. I stay up later because I'm in contact with, the people overseas and suppliers and stuff like that. So I have to stay up late in order to contact them because their best time to contact them is right about now. And up until like 2 and 3 o'clock in the morning. And then I sleep. I usually get up around about 9 and go at it again. But I appreciate y'all. Oh, I'm old now. I used to be able to stay up, pull all nighters. Now, when I'm tired, my brain and my body shuts it down. I say I'm old, but I'm 36. But to me, I'm an old soul, been an old soul. But now, it's kind of apparent in my lack of being able to do the young stuff. I'm so glad for that. And Chrissy Poo, I'm so glad you're pointing that out right now because I'm gonna do a call out for you all to basically give your testimonials because I've been going through these photos in the group, and within a short period of time, y'all, I really feel like this proud mama bear. Like I am so elated to see how y'all use these tools to really take your designs to the next level. And the big thing about it is the same people who are saying that, oh, I've had Photoshop for a whole year, never opened it. Y'all are killing these templates. You hear me? I'm super proud of you all. Even those that have already been really well versed in Photoshop, and y'all are killing these designs in like 5-10 minutes and able to get them out to your customers and not have to think too hard and play too much. Hey, hats off to you all too because you're using a tool in a way that is going to make you more profitable, and that's the idea. Okay. I appreciate you all. So yeah, we're gonna do like an infomercial, okay? I need y'all. Like if you don't do anything else for me, even if you never purchase anything, if I've helped you at all and you can help to explain to other people how you've been helped, that is a blessing to me. So I never make you feel like you have to buy something. I show you enough to where you can do everything that I do pretty much from scratch. It's gonna take some practice. It's gonna take some time, but if I can get some testimonials, some free publicity from you all, it would mean the world to me. So we'll be setting that up very soon. Now, who knows? There might be a little free template incentive. So you won't be able to say you got paid for the advertisement, but I'll slide you a template, all right? Photoshop shortcut. Keep it simple. Yeah, let's do it. I love these ideas, and I want y'all to put these ideas in the NA Creatives group. It's like our working diary. If you scroll all the way down to like the very beginning, I think this group is less than 4 months old. So scroll down to the beginning and start figuring out like where we started and where we are now. We're growing because of your ideas. Okay. So go ahead and put those suggestions in the group. If you have trouble, put it in the group. That way, if I can't immediately get to you, somebody can chime in and we can help one another. It's a community. So yeah, and Anita will also be doing classes, and our classes will start. I want to start them the first or second week. No, the second week of June, because we're already almost up on June, and we're going to do like a little mini class. I have a certain number of seats available, and then what we're going to do is we'll pick a template to work from one class. Then the next class will actually design something from scratch. So if you want to follow the whole series, it's going to be one class. Per week, but I will repeat that class twice a week. So you'll have a chance to do, let's say we do a Monday and a Thursday session. Then you'll get a chance to be involved, hands-on. You have to have two screens so that you can watch the tutorial on one screen, watch what I'm doing on one screen, and perform on another screen. You can have an iPad to watch off of. You can have dual screens, whatever you have to do to set it up so you can view and work at the same time. So it will be a lot more interactive than what we're doing right now. And then that way I can chime in, look at your screen, and see if there's anything that you need help with. Okay, so we're going to do that. Now that will be a paid class, but I'm going to do it at a very affordable rate just so that I can get the gist of how this type of setup will work for you all. So I'll have that information as soon as possible. It's going to have to be Photoshop. It won't be able to be Affinity because I have to keep everybody on the same page. And for the people that are the first ones, the early birds to get into it, you'll be able to do the entire series at a discounted rate. And for those of you who are advanced in Photoshop, we'll have separate advanced classes. Where basically you'll be creating from the ground up and doing some advanced techniques like color changing, pretty much things that you want to do. You're going to tell me what you want to do, and we'll have a single class just for that. So anybody that's advanced and wants to just do a color changing session, bam, you sign up for that class. If you want to learn how to do typography, which is where you're kind of choosing different fonts and creating graphics, that will be a different type of class. So let me know what type of classes y'all want to see, because I'm serious. I'm going to put together this content in a way that you can follow and hold on to this. Right now we're gonna do 3-week sessions. So what we'll do is have the beginners, like the very beginners, we'll do this 3-week session, see how everybody goes that follows along that course, and then I'll repeat it. So I'll repeat it for new beginners, and then now you won't be beginners, so your next 3-week session, you'll be intermediate. So you'll move up to the next step, and then we'll have a 3-week session for the intermediate. You understand that? And if you think that something should be a little different, just let me know. And then the advanced won't be a 3-week type of thing. Advanced will be single classes, single concepts, single classes. So y'all shoot me some ideas, what you want to see, what you're really struggling with. I need those problems. I'm a problem solver by nature, so I need those problems in the Innate Creative Group. Some people want to know just how to set up this Photoshop so that it looks like mine. That'll be a setup. What each of these tools do, just going over them. That's going to be a beginner setup. Okay. So I'm gonna let y'all go for now, and I'm trying to pull my brain cells together. So if I can get these templates up tonight, I will. The discounted rate for the Keep It Simple Sublimator templates, they are going to be $10. Okay, so they're not going to be $20 templates. They're going to be $10 templates. And if it's something really complicated, then I break them up into different $10 templates. Okay. And when I do sessions like this, my Keep It Simple sublimators, I'm offering you to co-create. So usually I have some type of incentive to stay in here on the videos with me, other than just hearing my beautiful voice and getting a chance to chat with me. I want you to be able to get something out of the session. So I'll usually either do free templates, or I will discount a template after the session. If I don't need any content for it, I'll discount it for a limited time after the session. Yes. Oh, what was the treat for the Savage? Oh, the Savage file I had for an hour for the people that were on live. They got it for $10 instead of $20. So that was the treat for my Savage for my Savage followers. So it'll be something every time we go live. I'll figure out something, and if I don't give you something, then just remind me. You know, like a little kid, like want to know are they gonna get a snack? Just remind me, and by the end of the video, if I see your comment, I'll make up something if I don't have something already in mind. Okay. Well, Amita, you came out clean. You came out good, hunty. You got what three templates tonight? Was it? Yeah, or three? Yeah. Did we do three layouts for you? Yeah. So I think you came out pretty clean. And finding our way, you got me. You have a template too. So make sure you message Erica Kane. Okay, make sure you message her, and you're gonna get your template free. All right. So all the time, everybody isn't going to be a winner all the time. We're going to have some where we have selected winners and some where everybody's a winner that participated. Like the one earlier, everybody was a winner as long as you went online and purchased a template that hour that it was open. So we're gonna keep it interesting. That way, y'all stay alert and aware. You know, I have to do this just like real class, like with kids. You got to keep the attention kind of on point. So there has to be a way that that makes people alert, and I'm gonna keep y'all alert. Okay. All right, loves. I think I've answered all the questions tonight, and if not, just make sure you put the questions in the NA Creatives group because I don't really follow a lot of different ways of communication because it throws me completely off. So I like to have it all in one track. NA Creatives, private Facebook group. Make sure you put your questions, comments, and ideas in there, okay? Alrighty, my loves. Good night. Love y'all for real, and bye.